What if I told you the biggest SUV in American history is making a comeback? A vehicle so massive, it made full-size SUVs look small, so powerful it could tow like a heavy-duty truck, and so bold that people either loved it or thought it was absolute overkill. Well, guess what, it's back. Nearly 2 decades after disappearing, the Ford Excursion is returning for 2026. And it's not just an SUV, it's a rolling statement that bigger really is better. But here's the question. In a world obsessed with hybrids, EVs, and efficiency, does a giant like the Excursion still make sense? Stick with me, because the answer may surprise you. The first thing you need to know about the 2026 Ford Excursion is that it's not just large, it's colossal. Rumors suggest it will stretch past 137 inches in wheelbase, making it longer than a Chevrolet Suburban, and taller and wider than anything in Ford's lineup. Park it next to your neighbor's crossover, and it'll look like a semi-truck parked beside a hatchback. Design-wise, Ford isn't holding back. Expect a strong family resemblance to the F-Series Super Duty trucks. With a towering front grille, squared-off fenders, and massive LED lighting that looks ready to pierce through the darkest trails. This isn't about sleek curves, it's about presence. Chrome-heavy trims will cater to luxury buyers, while blacked-out off-road packages will satisfy adventurers who want rugged appeal. And let's be honest, part of the Excursion's charm is intimidation. This SUV isn't just built to move people and cargo, it's designed to make a statement every time it rolls into a parking lot. Step inside the Excursion, and you enter a world of excess done right. Ford is promising the most spacious SUV cabin it has ever built, and that's saying something. Seating for 8 will come standard, with available captain's chairs and possibly even a 9-passenger configuration for families who truly need the room. But here's the kicker. Unlike many 3-row SUVs where the third row feels like punishment, the Excursion is expected to deliver real third-row comfort. Think minivan-like legroom, high seating positions, and wide door openings that make climbing in easy. Cargo space. Let's just say, delivery vans might start feeling threatened. Luxury trims will push the interior to near Lincoln levels. Imagine massaging and ventilated leather seats, real wood or brushed aluminum accents, a panoramic sunroof stretching nearly the length of the roof, and a Bang & Olufsen premium sound system that transforms road trips into private concerts. Add in wireless charging pads, multiple USB-C ports, and dual rear entertainment screens, and the Excursion isn't just a vehicle, it's a moving living room. Now, let's talk power, because if there's one thing an SUV like the Excursion needs, it's serious muscle. The base engine is rumored to be Ford's 7.3-liter Godzilla V8, that's 430 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. Plenty to tow boats, horse trailers, or even small houses if you really wanted to push it. But the real buzz, a possible 6.6-liter power-stroke diesel option. And if the whispers are true, we could be looking at over 1,000 pound-feet of torque. That's not SUV power, that's heavy-duty truck power transplanted into a family SUV. If Ford pulls this off, the Excursion could instantly become the most capable tow rig in the segment. And while size usually means clumsy handling, Ford has been refining its truck platforms. Expect updated suspension systems, adaptive dampers on higher trims, and drive modes that let you fine-tune the ride for highway cruising, off-road adventures, or towing heavy loads. This isn't about carving corners, it's about confidence, stability, and unstoppable force. What's fascinating about the new Excursion is that it won't just rely on size and strength, it's also going to be packed with tech. The dashboard is expected to feature Ford's latest SYNC4 system, running on either a standard 12-inch touchscreen or an available 15.5-inch vertical display. Similar to what you'd find in the F-150 Lightning, expect Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wireless connectivity, and over-the-air software updates that keep the SUV fresh for years to come. A 12.3-inch digital driver's cluster will give you crisp, customizable information, while higher trims could add a head-up display and even semi-autonomous driving features like Ford's hands-free highway system. For families, rear-seat passengers will get their own entertainment screens, climate zones, and possibly even built-in Wi-Fi for long trips. And of course, there will be cameras everywhere. 360-degree views for trailer assist systems for hitching up heavy loads, and off-road cameras to help you tackle tricky trails. When you're building an SUV this big, safety isn't optional, it's mandatory. Ford will load the Excursion with its Copilot 360 suite of driver assistance features. That means automatic emergency, braking, lane keeping, assist, blind spot monitoring with trailer coverage, adaptive cruise control, and rear cross-traffic alert. But the Excursion will go further. Expect advanced trailer sway control, hill descent assist, and driver monitoring systems that can detect drowsiness. Ford may even include features like evasive steering assist, helping you maneuver around hazards more effectively despite the SUV's massive size. And here's the irony. While critics once called the Excursion too big to be safe, its sheer size will likely work in its favor. In a collision, physics is on your side when you're inside an SUV built on Super Duty bones. Asterisk, of course. All this size, power, and luxury won't come cheap. Industry insiders predict the 2026 Ford Excursion will start around $65,000 for the base trim, but fully loaded, with a diesel engine, luxury interior, and advanced tech, you're probably looking at $90,000 or more. Now, that may sound steep, but when you compare it to rivals in the large luxury SUV segment, it's actually competitive. A fully loaded Chevy Suburban High Country or GMC Yukon Denali can easily hit similar numbers. The Excursion justifies the price with more size, more muscle, and more capability. Asterisk market you, create your own league. But of course, there are rivals out there ready to challenge this giant. And the battle is fascinating. The most obvious competition comes from General Motors. With the Chevrolet Suburban and the GMC Yukon 40, these two have been the go-to choices for buyers who want size, comfort, and capability in one package. The Suburban has long held the crown for being one of the largest SUVs you can buy, and the Yukon XL brings a touch of premium polish, especially in Denali trim. But here's the twist, the Excursion is expected to outsize both of them. While the GM twins offer excellent comfort and tech, they don't have the heavy-duty truck underpinnings that the Excursion is rumored to bring. That makes Ford's SUV potentially tougher, stronger, and more capable when it comes to towing and hauling. Then you've got the Jeep Grand Wagoner L Jeep's ultimate answer to luxury family hauling. It oozes style and refinement, with one of the most luxurious cabins in the segment. But while the Wagoner L brings comfort and cutting-edge tech, it doesn't carry the same rugged, truck-based DNA the Excursion does. Think of it this way. The Wagoner is about prestige and plushness, while the Excursion is about raw power mixed with luxury. Asterisk, even Ford's own lineup could create a bit of internal rivalry. The Lincoln Navigator L is the luxury flagship SUV, sharing DNA with the Expedition. But while the Navigator caters to comfort, style, and sophistication, the Excursion is aiming for something bolder. It's not afraid to lean into sheer size and strength, giving buyers a more rugged option without losing modern amenities. And here's the wild card. Some buyers may even cross-shop the Excursion with high-end pickup trucks like the Ford F250 Super Duty, Ram 2500, or Chevy Silverado HD, because those trucks offer the same kind of towing and hauling capabilities. But without the family-friendly cabin of an SUV, the Excursion could very well pull customers away from heavy-duty trucks by offering the same strength in a more versatile package. So, what's the final word on the 2026 Ford Excursion? Here's the truth. This SUV isn't for everyone. If you live in a crowded city with tight parking, this is probably your nightmare. But if you're a family that needs real space, massive towing capacity, and a vehicle that laughs at road trips, the Excursion could be your dream come true. It's not just a comeback story, it's a statement. In an era when automakers are downsizing, electrifying, and chasing efficiency, Ford is daring to go big. Really big. The Excursion represents nostalgia, yes, but it also represents confidence. Confidence that there's still a market for people who want it all. Size, power, luxury, and presence. And maybe that's the genius of it, because sometimes, bigger really is better. So, what do you think? Is the Excursion's return a brilliant move by Ford, or is it a gamble in today's efficiency-driven world? Drop your thoughts in the comments side, love to hear your take.